Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games and day 23 of the 30-day challenge. And I stayed up a lot later than I expected, so it really is day 23.5 at the time of making this video. But some progress has been made. I've managed to get 4 of the characters finished and ready to go. So in this video, let's talk about ARJAC, Njal, Lukas and Ragnar. Here we are at the table and it's really looking like an army now, and at the back the tray is pretty much empty, just 5 models remaining, so not much to do at all now, and 2 of those are part way painted already. But this is where all the action's taking place, right in the front, and we've got 4 characters now for the army, so really happy to see these guys finished. So yeah, really great day and night last night getting these done, but happy to have them ready. These characters are what really make Space Wolves appealing, a good army to collect, and I think they really have some good abilities, and each one's so different and unique that it brings a lot to the table. It also influences how you would play a different army list, so I'm really looking forward to trying out lots of different armies with these guys and putting together different units and combinations, and then combining that with all the stratagems, the sagas, and all the relics and things like that. I think it's going to be great fun. I thought it'd be cool in this video just to go through a really brief introduction for each of these 4 characters and just touch on some of the abilities that they come with. So let's get started with Njal Stormcaller, and the description in the book tells us that summoning ice-tooth blizzards to scatter his foes, Njal Stormcaller is an elemental focus of psychic fury. He is High Rune Priest of the Space Wolves and wields a crackling staff by which he nullifies his enemy's sorcery. Njal is attended by the Cyber Raven Nightwing, whose sharp eyes and beak aid him in battle. So this character was the one that I really liked about the Space Wolves, and this really drew me into them and got me looking at them as an army. So really love this character, and it's got some great abilities. One's called Lord of Tempest, where you can add 1 to psychic tests. You've also got Staff of the Stormcaller, so you can re-roll Deny the Witch tests taken for this model. You also have Runic Armour, which gives the model a 5+ invulnerable save. And on top of that, it's got Psychic Hood, so each time a Deny the Witch test is taken for the model, if the unit attempting to manifest psychic power is within 12 inches of them, you can add 1 to that Deny the Witch test. So he comes with a lot going on there. And you've also got Nightwing, this crow. There's also a weapon choice, so he's got a range of 12 inch. It's an assault 3, strength 3, AP is 0, and damage is 1. So that's a really nice touch. I love that they included that with this model. Next we've got ARJAC Rockfist, and he's described as a towering mass of muscle and a taciturn anvil of endurance, and he's wielding the enormous foe hammer. Recalling his former role as an Iron Priest of the Forge, ARJAC crushes his foes with pulverizing strength. As personal champion of the Great Wolf, ARJAC upholds the honour of the chapter. Another great model, this one, and after Njal, this is probably my second favourite. He's going to come with some decent abilities as well. One's called Champion of the King's Guard, and each time he makes a melee attack against another character, you can re-roll the hit roll. He's also got Tactical Precision, which is an aura, and so while the friendly Space Wolves core unit is within 6 inches of him, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, you can re-roll the wound roll of 1, and he's also got the anvil shield, so that's going to give him a 3+ invulnerable save. And with his foe hammer, it's not just a melee weapon, he can also throw it, so it's a shooting weapon as well, and so that's a range 12, assault 1, strength is ×2, AP -3, and damage is 3 on this. And that comes with an ability too, where each time an attack made with the weapon is allocated to a character or a monster, you can add 1 to the damage characteristic of that attack. So really great all-round model, and I think he's going to be really tough, and got to get him included in the army. Can't wait to play him. Next up is Ragnar Blackmane, and he's described as supremely confident and eager always to be first into the fray. Wolflord Ragnar Blackmane regularly leads his great company in devastated planetary invasions. No longer as headstrong as in youth, Ragnar's berserk rages are still furious hurricanes of violence, and his terrifying howls freeze the blood of his foes. In the Codex, Ragnar Blackmane's a Primaris model, but I'm going to use the stats here and use this Firstborn old school sculpt as the kind of proxy for the stats in there. So I think that's going to work nicely. It's a bit of a derpy looking pose, but I think that's really fun. I think having an old school Ragnar in there makes it a lot of character, and yeah, I really like it. But I might do another one where he's got more of like a jumping pose, like the Primaris model. I don't know. I might do some kind of kit bashing with some of the bits that are left over, and also looking at some other packs for like long fangs and things like that. Might get some better poses. So yeah, I may do that later on. But otherwise, the stats in this book are crazy. He comes with so many. I mean, there's 6 different abilities. I'll just read out a couple. Berserker Rage. This model makes 3 additional attacks instead of 1 as a result of the Shock Assault ability. And with Belt of Rust, he comes with a 4+ invulnerable save. So yeah, there's lots going on with this guy. He's also got Warhowl. Let's read that one out, which is an aura. And while a friendly Space Wolves core unit is within 6 inches of this model, you can re-roll charge rolls. And charge rolls are something that's going to be coming in a lot with this army to try and get them into melee as quick as possible. So yeah, he's got lots of others. Another one's called Battle Lust, and another one Rites of Passage, and Angels of Death too. So lots going on with Ragnar, and really a great unit. Next, we've got Lukas the Trickster. Now, Lukas the Trickster is an elite choice, and the other 3 we've just seen are HQ choices. But Lukas the Trickster, another great looking model, loads of character here. And again, we'll have to look at all those abilities later on. But he's described as a legend among impulsive warriors. Lukas, called the Trickster by his many detractors, is synonymous with the irreverence and spirit of youth. His inventive sabotages and murderous jests rank him as one of the most cunning in the chapter. A dirty fighter, rebel and rogue, Lukas's skills are as deadly as they are mischievous. So Lukas is great to combine with the Blood Claws, and he's got an ability called Blood Claws Hero, and it's an aura, and while a friendly Blood Claws unit is within 6 inches of him, each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack, you can re-roll the hit roll. So that's going to be really useful, especially when you've got a big unit with potentially 15 Blood Claws in. He's also got another one called Rebellious Presence, and while another friendly Space Wolves unit is within 3 inches of this model, you subtract 1 from the leadership character of models in that unit. So this is a really nice play on the narrative, and this is kind of going to give you a little bit of a negative there. You're going to lose 1 from your leadership characteristic to have him there, but I think having the other abilities makes him well worth it. He's got a really good one called the Last Laugh, and in the fight phase, if this model is destroyed by a melee attack made by an enemy model, roll off with your opponent. And if you win the roll off, that enemy model suffers D6 mortal wounds, and that's because of some really fun lore that we'll be getting into when I do the deep dive video for Lukas the Trickster later on. So that's a very brief introduction to each of these 4 characters, and these are the main ones that I'm looking forward to playing out of the other characters as well. But these took a lot longer to paint than I thought, as most units have. 28 different coloured paints needed, but really happy with how they've turned out. Fit in well with that frosty look, and yeah, really happy to have these ready now. So now I've got to look into day 24, or what's left of it, because I'm pretty much in it now already. And now I want to finish off this guy, and I did quite a bit of painting on him with the others. I did them as a batch, and so I've got to get him finished, and then that leaves the wolf just to repair that and just paint a little bit of the metal and the mouth. Canis Wolfborn to do as well. Got Logan Grimnar to make the model, so the chariot's all finished, just the model himself to make. And then finally Ulrich the Slayer. This will be the last one I paint for the army. He's completely different colour scheme to the others, but looking forward to getting him done. He's an awesome looking character, and again, some really great abilities that he comes with. So a little push to get the rest of these finished today, which is now day 24, but I'm going to do my best to get them finished. If I don't, I'm not going to rush it and push it. I will go into day 25 to get them finished up, and that still leaves me plenty of time to work on the terrain that I covered in previous videos. So there we go, the painted's almost finished. Really exciting, and really happy to have some characters finished today at least, because now the army really looks like a proper army. So thanks again for watching. Please like if you like it, subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to keep up to date with future videos. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters who make these daily videos possible, and if you're interested in joining the community, it'd be awesome to see you there, and I'll put a link for that in the description down below.